Hi, and welcome to Irish Community Services Storytime for Irish Roots. We are so excited to be part of this festival. And on today, such a special day because it's Mother's Day in the States. And for all the people who celebrate Mother's Day today, we wish you a very happy Mother's Day. And I'm going to start with my first story, and it's about a little girl and her mama. The story is called I Love My Hair. Every night before I go to bed, Mama combs my hair. I sit between her knees, resting my elbows on her thighs like pillows. Mama is always gentle. She rubs coconut oil along my scalp and slowly pulls the comb through my hair. But sometimes it still hurts. When Mama gets to especially tangled places, I try my hardest not to cry, sucking in my breath and pressing my hands together until they're red. But a few tears always manage to squeeze out. Mama, stop! I cry when I can't stand the comb tugging at my hair any longer. Mama puts the comb down and rubs my hurting places. Then she leans in close to me like she has a big secret to tell. Do you know why you're so lucky to have this head of hair, Kenya? She asks. Because it's beautiful and you can wear it in any style you choose. I can spin your hair into fine, soft yarn, just like our grandmothers did at the spinning wheels, and weave it into a puffy little bun. Or I can part your hair into straight lines and plant rows of braids along your scalp, the way we plant seeds in our garden, then wait and watch for them to grow. In the morning, before we walk to the store, Mama adds colourful beads to the ends of my braids. The beads click to the rhythm of my walk, helping me remember what we're going to buy. Tap, tap, clickety, clack, milk, bread, peanut butter. Folks on the street look at me and smile as I dance along to the tap, tap, clickety, clack music that my hair makes just for me. Some days I just let my hair be free to do what it wants to go any which way it pleases. Then my hair surrounds my head like a globe. This is my Afro style. I love my hair because it is thick as a forest, soft as candy, and curly as the vine winding upwards, reaching the sky and climbing towards outer space. Today, I'm wearing it in my favorite style of all. 2 ponytails that stick out on either side of my head and flap in the air like a pair of wings. One of these days, I just might take off and fly. What a cool book! You know why this is one of my favorite books? It's because it reminds me of getting my hair done when I was a kid. I have a little friend here who I think wants to say something about this book. This is my friend Nala. Can you say hi to Nala? Nala says, hi, everybody. She also said that when she was a lion cub, that her mama used to do her hair too. Nala, I think that my favorite hairstyle that I used to get done was, I think it was the rows of corn, all the way back going down to my head, although it was quite sore to get done. But once it was done, it was beautiful and it lasted for so many days. What kinds of hairstyles do you guys get done? Let me know. Okay, Nala, I'm going to read the next book. You sit there and listen. The next book that I have is called The Color of Us. My name is Lena, and I am 7. I am the color of cinnamon. My mommy says she could eat me up. My mom's the color of French toast. She's an artist. Mom's teaching me how to mix colors. She says that if I mix red, yellow, black, and white paints in the right combination, I will have the right brown for a picture of me. The right brown? But Mom, brown is brown, I say. That's not so, Mom says. There are lots of shades of brown. Let's take a walk and you'll see. We go to the playground where we see my friend Sonia. Sonia is a light yellow brown, says Mom. Just like creamy peanut butter, I say. My favorite. Isabel is a chocolate brown, like the cupcakes we had for her birthday. Lucy has skin that's peachy and tan. My best friend, Jo Jin, lives close to the playground. Jo Jin is the color of honey. 2 streets over, we meet my cousin Kyle. His skin is a reddish brown, like leaves in fall. Carlos and Rosita have brought their new puppy to the park. Carlos is a light cocoa brown, and Rosita's skin looks like butterscotch. When we pass the pizza parlor, Mom and I see Mr. Pellegrino flipping a pizza high in the air. He is the color of pizza crust, a golden brown. My babysitter Candy is like a beautiful jewel, bronze and amber. She looks like a princess. Mom and I walk to the park to eat our lunch. Look at everyone's legs, Mom. All different shades. Do you see? They're all different shades. After lunch, we walk to Mom's favorite store, where Mr. Kashmir sells different spices. He is the color of ginger and chili powder. Up the street is my Aunt Kathy's laundromat. Aunt Kathy is a tawny tan, like coconuts and coffee toffee. After our walk, my friends come over. We take our towels to the roof and lie in the sun. I think about everyone I saw today. Sonia, Isabel, Lucy, Jojen, and Kyle. Carlos and Rosita, Mr. Pellegrino and Candy, Mr. Kashmir and Aunt Kathy. Each one of them is a beautiful color. My friends leave and I go downstairs. I am happy as I get out my paints. Yellow red, black, and white. I think about all the wonderful colors I will make. I say their names out loud: cinnamon, coffee, and honey, chocolate, toffee, and butterscotch. They sound so delicious. At last, my pictures are done. I've painted everyone. Look, Mom, I say, the colors of us. Again, such a cool story. All different shades, because in this world, we're all different shades. You know, I have two sisters and one brother, and we are all different shades. Can you believe it? I know, it's crazy. Nala, what do you think? Oh, Nala says she wants to say hi to you guys again. She also said that even lions come in different shades. That's so cool. I didn't know that, Nala. She wants to know if I'm ready to read the next book. Are you guys ready to read the next book? Okay, let's get the next book. This book is one of my favorite books. It's called The Mosquito Bite That Changed Olu's Life. Olu lived with his parents and sisters in a big house in Owerri, the capital city of Imo State in east of Nigeria. Olu was the son of very successful parents who owned a big technology company in this city. This enabled them to give Olu and his sisters everything they wanted all the time. How cool! Do you see? Even Olu and his sisters are different shades. Being the only son in a typical Igbo family, Olu got more than his sisters did, and that made him very spoiled and lazy. He played video games on TV and on his tablet all day, every day, in his very messy room. Olu, get out of bed now, said his mom one morning. Clean your room, brush your teeth, take a shower, join your sisters at the breakfast table so you can be on time for school, she added. But, Mum, I'm sick, Olu replied grumpily. Olu didn't do any chores at home. He also skipped school sometimes by lying to his parents that he was sick, only to stay home and play his video games. His sisters were mad. But what could they do? His parents were too busy to listen, and Olu simply stuck his tongue out at his sisters. One of Olu's sisters stomped her foot. I wish Olu would stop being so lazy, she exclaimed. That night, the weather was chilly, and the full moon lit up the sky. The animals made musical sounds, and the stars shone brightly like the diamonds, some even shooting across the sky, as Olu lay in bed, fast asleep, dreaming of video games. It was then that a big, fat mosquito perched on Olu's face and gave him a big bite right on the end of his nose. Ooh. Olu smacked his face, but the mosquito was already gone. Those pesky mosquitoes, always gone before you can bat them away. When Olu woke up, the bite stung and itched so much that he started to scratch his face and couldn't stop. Don't ever scratch a mosquito bite. You'll see why. The more he scratched the mosquito bite, the bigger the bump grew. It grew bigger and bigger and bigger until it got so huge his nose looked like a balloon. Olu, get out of bed. It is time for school, his mom called. Mom, I can't go to school looking like this, replied Olu. His sisters giggled. Olu stuck his tongue out at them and wished that he could forget this bite and play video games all day. Olu's mom tried putting ice, ointments, water, and everything she could think of, but the bump would just not go away. Well, Olu, I'm afraid you must go to school anyway. You have missed too many days. So off Olu went with a big red bump on the end of his nose. Everyone laughed. Look who comes to school now with a great big nose, they teased. No matter what his parents did, the bump would not go away. In fact, the more video games Olu played, the bigger the bump grew, even after visiting the doctor. My goodness, I think this might be a magical bump. Then one night, as Olu was asleep, the same mosquito came humming in his ears. Bzzz. He woke up. Hey, you, mosquito, why did you bite me? Look at my face. See the huge bump on my nose? The mosquito replied, Yes, I bit you because I wanted you to wake up and take your life back and stop being lazy. You don't like the bump? Let's make a deal. If you wake up every day and ditch the video games, clean your room, go to school, make a good grades, and be kind to your sisters in the next few weeks, that huge bump on your nose will disappear. Olu groaned. No video games? He asked. No video games, the mosquito answered. Okay, mosquito, I guess I will have to give this a try then, replied Olu. I think it was hard for him to give up video games. Let's see. The next few weeks, Olu woke up on time every day, fixed up his room and did his chores, ditched the video games, made good grades, and was kind to his sisters. Miraculously, the bump went away. Olu was so happy and over the moon, he barely missed his video games at all. And he even helped his sisters with the chores. Together, Olu and his sisters laughed and played together outside too. His parents couldn't believe it, but the mosquito could. He knew that all Olu needed was a little reminder that small changes can wake up even the laziest of boys. I think this is a great story. There's so much learning in it. Why do you think that the mosquito bit Olu? I think it was to teach him a lesson so that he would stop being lazy and he would have a good life with his family, right? Have you ever been bitten by a mosquito? Do you think they're trying to teach us lessons? Or maybe it's just the magical mosquitoes who can teach us lessons. Nala, have you ever met a magical mosquito? Nala said one time she met a magical mosquito and he did the same thing. He said he was going to bite her if she wasn't a good girl for her mom. She did. She did good listening. She listened to her mom and she played with her friends and she wasn't lazy. That's a good lesson to learn. Do you know that? Do good listening. Nala thinks we should read the next story. Okay. You sit down, Nala. Okay. We'll read the next story. This is a cool story. Luna loves art. I love the name Luna. And this book was given to me by a little girl named Luna. Hi, Luna. Luna loves art. Today, she is going on a school trip. School trip backpack? Check. School trip lunchbox? Check. School trip instant camera? Click. Dad drops Luna off at the school gates. Miss Rosa is waiting with the register. Luna's mum is a parent helper. Finn is alone. Can you see Finn anywhere? I think it might be this guy. He looks a bit sad and alone. The class is going to the art gallery. The whole class is excited. The art gallery is the biggest building Luna has ever seen. But Finn doesn't care. Finn is looking down. Where's Finn? Yep, I see him right there. Look at him looking down. And there's Luna and all of her friends and the rest of the people visiting the art gallery. Poor Finn. They start off in a huge room full of amazing, massive things, full of colour, full of shapes. Wow, look at all those shapes. I see a balloon animal, and I see some stripes, colourful stripes, and some dots. Look at all the art, says Luna. Finn is looking up. See them right here? There's Finn and Luna. What's Finn looking up at? Looks to me like a spider. Miss Rosa takes the class to the Impressionist and the Post-Impressionist room. This is very cool. Vincent van Gogh's Sunflowers has paint so thick that the flowers look alive. Finn goes to touch it. Stop, says Luna. You're not allowed to touch the paintings. Miss Rosa hands out some clipboards paper and pencils. Luna does a sketch. Scribble. Finn scrunches up Luna's picture. Hey, says Luna. Miss Rosa takes Finn aside. Why is he so mean? Says Luna. Maybe he needs a friend, says Mum. You see Luna there sitting with her mum? Miss Rosa takes the class to the abstract paintings room. Casimir Malkovich Black Square is all edged black and cracked. A nighttime robbed of stars, a phone waiting to ring. Finn's mouth is open. Do you want to sketch with me, Finn? Asked Luna. Finn is silent. He wasn't expecting that. Not at all. Miss Rosa asked the class, describe what is happening in Henry Rousseau's Surprised. There's a scaredy cat tiger in the jungle, laughs Luna. Finn roars at the painting. Wind is thrashing, the clouds are dark, the tiger is angry, but inside he is cold and wet. He wanders the jungle, staying in different places all the time. The tiger is scared and alone and needs a home. Finn sees a lot in this painting. Do you ever see a painting and you just get it? It just makes so much sense. That's why I love art, and I think that's why Luna and Finn do too. Mum leads Finn into a quiet corner. Luna follows. Henry Moore's family group is big and bronze. Luna takes a photo. Click! Families don't look like that, says Finn. Mum says, some families look like that. Some don't. Some families are related. Some are not. Some families are together. Some are apart. There are lots of different families, like all this different art. Isn't that so true? There are so many different kinds of families, and not one is the right way to be. Every family that's filled with love is perfect. Miss Rosa takes the class to a dark room full of lights and sounds. We can touch the art, beams Luna. It's incredible, shouts Finn. Everyone looks different under the pulsing light. One big, colourful family. Luna takes a photo. Click! Miss Rosa takes the class to the art gallery shop. There are erasers, pencils, and badges. Henry Moore keyrings, posters of sunflowers and black squares, postcards of tigers and toys that light up and flash. I love those toys that light up and flash, but I was never allowed to get one when I was a little girl. Luna gives Finn a photo. Finn gives Luna a drawing. Look at that. Isn't that so kind? Sharing gifts with each other. Luna and Finn laugh on the bus back to school, take photos of the sights, and talk about the art they remember. Luna and Finn love school trips. Luna and Finn love art. Wow. Have you ever been to an art gallery? I've been to a few and I love looking at art, although sometimes it is really hard not to touch the artwork because it's so pretty. Okay, I think I have time for one short little book, and it's my favorite book. Nala, what do you think? Okay. Nala says we should read as many books as we can. So, yes, let's read another book. Peekaboo Morning. Peekaboo. I see my mummy. Peekaboo. I see my daddy. Peekaboo. I see me. It's a mirror. Peekaboo. I see my puppy. Peekaboo. I see my train. Peekaboo. I see my grandma. Peekaboo. I see. Who do you think it is? My grandpa. Peekaboo. Who do you think it is? I see a bunny. Peekaboo. I see a butterfly. Peekaboo. I see my friend. Peekaboo. I see you. What a great story. This has been an amazing story session. We learned about how we do our hair and how hard it is to get our hair done and how sometimes we get ouchy spots. But the end result is always worth it. Then we learned about Olu and magic mosquitoes and about being good and doing good listening and cleaning up and helping around the house. And that's so important too. And Nala told us about what it was like being a cub. Thank you so much, Nala, for sharing with us. And then we learned about dropping the books. Then we learned about Luna and the art, and we went to the museum, and that was so much fun. And then we did peekaboo, peekaboo. It's such a silly game, but I love it so much. Well, it's time for me to sign off, but hopefully we'll see you soon. Thanks for joining in today. Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to Irish Roots. Irish Roots is a completely volunteer-led festival. If you can donate, please do. For more information and to see what else is happening, jump over to our website. It's www.iamirish.org. From all of us at I Am Irish, Gurav Mila Mahagut.